Hey, hey. What's up? What's up? Hey, Irish gal. Long time no see. So, since there's not that many of you, I can go right down the list. What's up, Kim, Angelic Panic, Lori, Sherry Lynn, Joseph in the house, Voice for the Voiceless, Lynn, Sherry Lynn, Irish gal, Raven, Irish gal again. So, how you guys doing tonight? Yeah, we're doing like a little after party, but I have other things I want to talk about. So I figured since I was already up, might as well just finish. What's up, Wonder Twin? So, all right, where do I begin? I don't even know where to begin. Let me start by saying that it's not a secret that I don't agree with everything Molly is doing or saying or anything like that. So if you are like diehard, everything Molly says rules and rocks, you might not like this stream. And it's not a secret. And I had told Molly that no matter what, she's still my friend, and it has nothing to do with the case. Some of you guys that know me for a long time know how much drama I've been dragged into. I don't need true crime drama. That is the one place that I don't want to deal with drama, is in true crime. And Summer Wells has become nothing but drama. And I don't like it. So it's one of the reasons I first stepped away from the case, and it's one of the reasons why I'm tiptoeing, I guess you can say, kind of tiptoeing here and there. I see that there is a lot of information out there. Some of it is false, and some of it just drives me insane because it's so blatantly obvious and people don't take the signs, and it frustrates me. Let me give you a little background on it. Yeah, Lori, she knows I don't agree with everything with it, but I'm not gonna, that's her thing. She wants to do it, let her do it. I'm not gonna stand in her way. I'll support her. So that's another thing. Cuttlefish, I think, asked, will I support going down there? Absolutely. I will support her regardless of the path she chooses. Unless I completely disagree with it, then I'll tell her, look, I don't agree with this at all. Like, protesting in front of TBI, personally, I think is a waste of time. She wants to do it. She's going down there to do it. Have fun. I'm not mad. Go right ahead. What I will say, though, and I mean this wholeheartedly, to go in a chat with 2,000 people, she's not going to see your comments. But us mods, we are. And when you have 3,000 people, if you really have nothing worthwhile to say, don't make our jobs that much harder, because it's nice to be able to chat as well as talk with everyone, listen. When you're modding, that's how Marissa's chats used to be way back in the day. She wouldn't even have 2,000. She would have like 700, 800. They were a nightmare to mod for. We would sit there like, we don't want to mod. We don't want to mod, because it was troll after troll after troll after troll. You're not hurting the creator. You're hurting us mods. So please don't do that. When you have a small chat and you get one here and there, that's one thing. But I think I'm the only mod that was able to see chat moving slowly, and all the other mods, they were either on cell phones or they weren't paying attention to much, but it was like you had to watch every little move. So if you're gonna troll, don't troll somebody with that many people in a live, because you're not getting the creator. She's not seeing it anyway. Us mods are getting it. So care about us mods. So I want to put that out there. Hey Molly, I definitely want to put that out there. People want to believe the bullshit. It's more entertaining, I'm afraid. I think you're right. You probably are right that it is more entertaining, but it's just too much. And I had to put that out there about the trolls, because there were trolls coming after me. I just laugh. It's not even my chat. If you want to come after me, at least do it in my own chat. To go after me in somebody else's chat, it just makes you look like a pathetic weasel, whether you realize it or not. It really does. So I just want to say that too. Now, another thing. is that, yeah, but I don't even know why people come after me in somebody else's chat. Like, are you that pathetic? I think so. Molly is like me in a sense, and this I'm kind of talking to trolls. And I was getting messages, and Molly was getting messages about this one's talking about you, that one's talking about you, this one's talking about you, that one's talking about you. You know our phone numbers. If you have such a problem, pick up a phone and call me. I don't know how else to put it. Just pick up a phone and be like, hey, I need to talk. Or, hey, I don't like this or I don't like that. This constant bashing in another chat when you're not even addressing me or anybody, it just speaks volumes about who you are. Just saying. Other thing, last thing, and then I'm going to get into it. As you guys know, 2 of my channels lost monetization. So this channel, I will not be running any kind of news, any kind of reused content. I had to do a video tonight for YouTube to get back monetization, which I thought was really cool because they didn't offer that to me on my other channel. So I will get it back, but I just want to keep it where this channel will not be restreaming anything. Not a clip, not anything. Just because now I'm paranoid. When I get the others back, it's one thing, but I'm kind of paranoid, like for real. So I will not be streaming anything crazy. No news reports. I used to stream news, not doing that anymore either. Nope. Done. All right, so let's get into it. I just wanted to get that out, and let's get into this. So as you guys know, there is a special coming tomorrow. I'm going to get to summer after, but I have to get this off my chest. There's a summer coming on... Hold on. I don't know why people get so upset with what you and Molly do on your channel or think they can tell you. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said, I don't know why they don't just pick up a phone or reach out or come and chat. Molly give you a link. Like, I'll give you a link, whatever. But they don't. This channel and voice lady clacking on Canadians. Huh? Who's voice lady? So, nobody was cracking on. I wouldn't crack on a Canadian. All right. So before we get into the summer stuff, as you guys know, Peacock is putting out a special tomorrow night on Brian Laundrie. Please tell me, riddle me this. Brian Laundrie left Gabby Petito dead in Wyoming. He flew back home. He drove back home, used her credit card that had money in the bank, and he took over in excess of $1,000 for him to get home. I have tried to come up with different scenarios. Can someone please tell me if you have $20,000 in the bank, why you need to steal from your girlfriend's card? I'll wait. The only thing I can figure out is that it was in a trust fund and he couldn't touch it. But then I started thinking he's over the age of 23. It could be a trust fund at 25. But his parents are going to court. They want, excuse me, I got the hiccups. They want this money. They're not settling till they have this money. But I don't understand how it's at all humanly possible that you could have $20,000 in a bank and have to steal money from your girlfriend to get home. Explain it, because I can't. I just don't get it. That's awesome, Catherine. Did he have access to money? I don't know, but here's the thing. I thought of that too. If he didn't have access to the money, then why are his parents fighting to get the money? If it was their money that they placed in a trust fund, wouldn't he have it? Wouldn't they have access to it without it solely being in his name? Like, I know if I do a trust for Sage. Sage shares a bank account with me. Well, she has her own bank account, but it's through my account. I have access to that account. I can take money out. I can transfer money because it's on my account. If she opened up an account completely on her own, then I wouldn't have access to it and I would have to fight for it. So if his parents have to fight for it, wouldn't that mean that they don't have direct access to it? If they don't have direct access to it, then he should have been able to get it. What am I missing? But if his parents had trustees, they wouldn't. If they were trustees, they wouldn't need to fight for it because they would have access to it. Unless maybe it was a, what's it called? What is it called? I'm thinking of. Not interest. An inheritance. I'm thinking maybe somebody left him an inheritance. Possibly. They're fighting for it so that if the Petito family sues the estate, they can get that money so Gabby's family can't use it. But the key word is they have to fight for it. So they don't have, it's not a trust they set up. It could be an inheritance. If it was a frozen account, it could be, but I don't think anybody knew about the $20,000 except them. Hey, Backwoods Girl. I know, right? Good point. Kind of weird hearing laundries and trusts in the same sentence. Ain't that the truth? Also depends on if it was set up as a irrevocable or revocable. Yeah, I guess it could be a grandparents. But I don't know. Would they set up a trust fund? I got a crust on my nose. Would they set up a trust fund that late? Like, I would think if it was a trust fund, he could get X amount at 18 and X amount at 23 and X amount at 25. I don't know. It hit me as really odd that if you have $20,000 in the bank, why are you stealing money from your girlfriend? He never worked, so it had to be some kind of inheritance. I don't know. The question's been sitting with me for a while. Like, why? Just why? It just didn't make sense to me. And I was also thinking that it was left to him at 18 and he probably had access. I don't know. I was on last night's live and not sure what that was about, but I do know you're sweet. Thank you. Jill, let me tell you something. This is how crazy it was. Like, I haven't even thought of her, let alone mention her. I haven't been live all day. She makes a video, I was told. One of my Patreons told me she made a video saying, oh, they won't leave me alone. Bitch, I never even fucking mentioned you. Like, she's just crazy. Oh, that's true. It could be life insurance with the bank. No, because wouldn't parents automatically have access to life insurance? Harry took money out and it was a dividend. Could be. I'm not going to rule it out, Wonder Twin. Hey, Tam. Gabby's dad tweeted about the 20K. He's waiting to where Brian got 20K. Because that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Is where would Brian get 20K from? And I haven't followed any of them since... I haven't followed any of them since the case ended, so I don't know what's been tweeted, but I just thought that was weird. Life insurance, yeah, but they said that it's in Brian's name. That it's money, it's Brian Laundrie's money that they're fighting for. I don't think that would be life insurance, because life insurance isn't really guaranteed. Nah, they're not drug runners. Andrew, Jill, and Olivia would be in the spot. I don't know, but I can tell you that I was on the Netflix special for Chris Watts. Also, I didn't think you get life insurance. I don't know. I think it depends on the perimeters. The guy said it was an inheritance from a grandparent. Okay. Thank you. That he couldn't touch until a certain age? Thank you, Nacho. Thank you. Actually, the lighting I'm using, I look like I'm dead. I think I did wrong lighting. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't most trusts set up that they're not transferable? So like even if Gabby's parents fought for it, they still couldn't get it? Or does it actually have to be set up that way? I don't know that much about trusts. Believe me, if I did, I would have my own that we've been fighting for. FBI, yeah, I don't think his parents deposited it. Oh, you mean previously? Maybe. It was vague that all grandkids got $20K and he didn't get into it. Thank you, Wonder Twin. Depends how it was set. But I don't know. I just always thought that certain money was untransferable. Trust being one of them. It has to be set up that way. Okay. He's dead as a doornail. He's been dead. There was a gun found near him. It depends who you believe, Jill. What about the couple who was murdered? I never thought it was connected, ever. Hey, WJ, I just never thought it was connected. I never believed it was connected. Brian is not a serial killer. But, I mean, there are some weird coincidences. One of them being, Brian allegedly was gone I know he's dead, but the coincidence of his time frame or the lawyer's time frame or the time frame the lawyer gave is too weird for me. So Brian allegedly was gone. Now, mind you, he has 20 grand in the bank, unless he couldn't touch till he was 30. But Brian had money in the bank. Gabby obviously had some money in the bank. I mean, they redid the van. And he allegedly flies home for X amount of dollars. It couldn't be cheap. To save $150 a month and then fly back. Okay. But this is the same time frame that he's gone. And nobody has ever been able to prove that there was a flight. I know WFLA looked. They couldn't find anything. A lot of people looked. They couldn't find a flight or a confirmation it was a flight. Everything just came from Brian's attorney. So he allegedly came home and did stuff in the shed, but nobody knew he was there. Flew back a couple of days later. She was allegedly at a hotel, stayed there to work on the website. And this is the exact time frame that the girls are dead. So in my heart of hearts and true gut instinct, do I think Brian Laundrie killed her? Killed the girls? No. But is the coincidence of the same time frame that his lawyer gave, yet nobody can confirm it? Is that a big coincidence? Yes. Is it enough to think he did it? I don't know anymore. Sometimes I think absolutely not, like I said from the beginning. And then other times I think, I don't know, maybe. I can't see a reason, but I don't know. It's his time, the time frame is just so odd. There could be a debate about next of kin. That's true too. Had to step away from the Gabby case because the Watts case consumed me and didn't want that to happen again. But now I'm at a loop. Not much has happened since the case closed. She's afraid to stay alone, but he left her alone for days. I know. It just sucks because we're never going to get answers. Because if you believe that he actually did kill her, I mean, I'm sorry, that he may not have killed her or that something happened, we'll never know. There's no way to find out unless somebody confesses down the road, yes, I killed them all. I don't know. I mean, she was in a hotel, so it's not like she was staying in the van, but I don't know. I just don't know why there's never been confirmation that he flew home. It makes you think, hey, Danny, it makes you think, did he really fly home or did he not fly home? Excuse me. Lori, that's where I get the hiccup. I'm drinking lemonade. When I drink lemonade, I get the hiccups and I burp. That's what I'm saying. And you think about it. Is there so much more or is there not so much more? That's what I toss back and forth. You know, we'll just never get answers. At least with Watts, we were able to get some sort of answers, at least enough answers for me to close it. But with this, you know, the more I think about it, and I don't think they ever tried giving up on trying to find those dates. And nobody ever found a plane ticket that showed Brian Laundrie flew home. And that's weird. The flight information is public information, but people have tried to get it and they haven't been able to. That's one of the biggest things that WFLA was trying to get, is show me the proof he flew home. And Brian Enton was never to get it. Nobody was ever to get it. Are there no photos of him at the storage? That I don't know. I don't know if anybody looked. Why have you never seen airport footage? Exactly. People have tried to get it and it doesn't exist. Brian Laundrie fly home. Why though? Why would he fly home under assumed identity? I see, voice, I never believed he flew home either. But when the lawyer said he flew home and Cassie said he flew home and that there was proof he flew home, kind of makes you feel like, all right, I guess he flew home. How many people are you going to not listen to? You know what I mean? It is suspect. It really is. And I honestly didn't think of it the way I should have thought of it when it came to the two girls. And again, in my gut, I don't think he killed them. I truly, truly don't. But you can't deny the circumstances surrounding it, and that to this day, there's still no proof. And people have asked Brian Enton, and they've never been able to confirm that he took a flight home. But because he's dead and she's dead, they kind of just let it go. If I was the parents, I don't think I'd let it go. I heard that the belongings were never moved into the laundry, so where are the belongings in the... There's a lot of questions that remain. How can they pinpoint a time of death for Brian and not Gabby? That I don't know. I can't answer that. Hey, Jenny. He was nothing but bones when he was found. He hadn't been dead that long. Well, he was dead from the beginning. The bullet forensics would easily prove he didn't kill the girls. Did it ever come out? See, but okay, so let's go one step further and say he didn't kill the girls. Okay, he didn't kill them. Which is what at my heart of hearts believe anyway. Where was he? Why is there no record of him coming home? Why did the lawyer know he came home? Like, where was he? What happened to him? Where did he go? That's what I have a problem with. Even if he didn't kill the girls. So where was he? And it's just something I've been thinking about lately. It's like racking my mind over and over. Where the fuck did he go? And I check periodically to people that, you know, still follow Brian Enton to a T and WFLA, and there's no answers. There's just no answers. There's no airport photos. There's no plane ticket. Flew home could be a conspiracy. I believe he was responsible. See, you believe he was two girls' death. They stayed at the Fairfield Inn. I think the Laundries knew about it. I don't know what they knew, though. Nobody really knows what they knew. And I wonder how long till they break their silence. I mean, they gotta break silence eventually. One would think. My thoughts too, Lena. Are there no... Oh. Lena, are you someone that believes that Brian is dead or alive? They know they're a piece of shit for sure. Yeah, but you don't think it's like hindsight 2020? I mean, honestly, I think they're seeing it as hindsight. Because don't forget, their son is still dead. I mean, that's a heavy weight to burden, that maybe they could have saved their son if they would have talked. Maybe their son would still be alive if they went about things differently. That's a heavy fucking guilt to carry. You know what I mean? Hey, Haley. Wasn't there another man that reported having words with him at the restaurant? Allegedly. Hey, Debbie, you're up late. Allegedly. And then it goes back to it's all what you believe. Because you have these TikTokers that say there was a big fight in the restaurant. Then you have the restaurant saying that never happened. Heavy yes, but they could have... Exactly. They could have changed it. I wouldn't want that burden on me. Granted, you don't know what to do, but I certainly wouldn't want that burden on me. Hell no. That's a heavy burden that if it wasn't for me, my kid would be alive. Or my kid might be alive. I would... To me, that's worse than the actual loss of your son. Is the guilt that you have that you could have stopped it, or you could have possibly changed it, and all your what ifs. I don't know. I do. I think it's worse than the loss itself, except he would have been in jail forever, but at least he'd be alive. I don't know. I believe the restaurant, as I know the manager. Oh, yeah, you live there. I forgot about that. Hey, Dem, I forgot you live there, voice. So you believe the restaurant that there was no fight. Do you know his parents filed a court paper for $20,000? Yes, in a bank. I bet he stole money from Gabby, had no job, and had to go back to Florida to save storage fee. Huh? No, that's what we were talking about, Anne-Marie, that his parents filed for this $20,000. And I was saying if he had $20,000, why is he stealing it from Gabby? I didn't know the restaurant. Oh, yeah, Lori. The restaurant denied that there was ever a fight. They said social media was lying. There was never any fight that took place. They were perfectly fine. And the girls on TikTok were full of shit. So Brian did this whole report, and then it was left like, well, who do you believe? Do you believe social media, or do you believe the restaurant? They were saying it was a cover-up. The restaurant's CCTV security video was magically erased. I still do not believe BL is dead. Dr. Brianna Young says 50-50. Bones do not become so old and gray and forward. Yes, they can. In Florida, they can. Yorkie Big Bones cooked and lying in the sun? What? Unjustified has a new lawyer's name and a copy of the court filing. Yeah, I mean, anybody could pull up the court filing. We already know what it is. Miranda Bacon, that was the TikToker. I didn't believe her at first. Mary Piglet are just afraid of less. See, that's what I'm saying. But people that live there say, no, that's not true. I wonder if MP would have left that part out if the wait staff was actually being rude for some reason. I don't know. They can get footage if there is footage. If there's no footage, then no. Not only the heat. See, that's what I'm saying. But people that live there are saying, no, the restaurant isn't lying. That business thrives in a tiny town year-round. See, there you go. So they're saying no. Allegedly. You got to add in allegedly. I don't know why any of those towns would thrive. They're tiny little bumfuck towns. I think the restaurant would have had a lot of backlash. It wouldn't surprise me if they try to downplay it. See, I get that. But wouldn't... This is going to sound morbid. But you have to understand where it's coming from. Again, I know it's going to sound horrible. But people pay for that shit. Oh, what seat did Brian sit in? What was Gabby's Petito's last seat that she sat in? Where did they fight? Who'd they yell at? People pay for that. People want that. It goes back to drama. People want, why do people want to stay in a serial murderer's house? Why do people pay money to walk through John Wayne Gacy's house? Or John Wayne Gacy's territory? Because people are fucking weird. So, I mean, just knowing they were there probably boosted business tenfold. We sat in the CWNK booth at Lazy Dog in Denver. There you go. Just keeping track, filming it. Yeah, Brian Laundrie's parents just filed a lawsuit with the courts, or an injunction with the courts that Brian Laundrie had like $20,000 in the bank that they want control of his estate. He's probably in a hammock. Nah, he's dead. Living girl sat near them, and Mary Piglet was definitely not lying when she recorded. Who recorded? I have never seen a recording. I have not seen any recording of them fighting. It has only been verbal. How come Miranda Bacon know that Gabby and Brian ate there on that exact day? Something must have happened for her to notice them. Oh, she could have been there. I'm not saying she wasn't there. Yeah, please provide a link to that recording, because there is no recording. That recording would have been outed already. There is no recording. He's dead as a doornail. That I agree with. But that's how rumors start, Lena, because there's no recording. Small town, she could have seen him before. Yeah, there was no recording. Hey, little mess. Yeah, the police recording, and there was no actual recording of them fighting. And that's the other thing. In the age of social media, why wouldn't you record that? I don't understand that. If you see a couple fighting like that, and it was that intense, why wouldn't you be recording it? That's the other reason. That was like one of the first signs that I didn't believe her. Because you have three of them and she knows every single detail about this fight, but yet there's no recording. All these people and there's no recording. Okay. JH becomes a fairly big town in the summer. The things we talk about at 3 a.m., right? Ozzy Osbourne is alive. Correct. I recorded it, but I'm also addicted to true crime. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if I see somebody fighting, I'm going to record it. I almost recorded the other day people fighting. I mean, when you're on social media, that's what you do. You record shit. I always thought that Brian killed the two women. It goes back and forth. See, but I'll go back to my connect the dots. Why would Brian kill these two women? I don't think Brian fit the description of a creepy looking guy. He just looked like a guy. But why? Why would he kill them? And at the same time, people say Brian's alive. Why would the FBI keep him alive? For what purpose would they have to do this big cover-up of a killer? A killer of, the 2021 version of Shanann Watts. I know it's a weird way to put it, but you guys know what I mean. The biggest case since Chris Watts. Why would the FBI cover that up? It doesn't make any sense. She did not record the big fight, just herself. Yeah, exactly. That could be anybody. Because she never dreamed it would lead to murder. I don't know. Brian was hippie? He liked story in the book he was reading. That's what I've heard. Yeah, I don't know if I buy that, though. I really don't. He wasn't a young kid. People say reasons why he may have, and then I don't know. I truly don't know. No fight, but not. Yeah, but I'm saying that either way, most likely you're going to record it. Most people record shit like that. Sheena is spamming your chat. Oh. Thank you. Yeah, I can't believe someone said Ozzy was dead. I was like, Ozzy's not dead. You people are crazy. I don't know. It's just these are things I was thinking about, but to follow it, to follow through with it, I just don't see. I just can't see Brian the reason for killing these two girls. But you can't ignore the time frame. Without proof that he ever came home. It's just off. It's odd. But even with a dine and dash, why? Why? They had money. I don't know if I would have. I'm just saying. Would have what? Brian had no friend. Do you think parents gave me? No, they say, Cassie, what I was told, look at Jenny dropping those links. What I was told is that Cassie said that grandparents left an inheritance and each grandkid got 20 grand. That's what I learned in my stream tonight. So it's just one of those things you lay up at night and you think about, or I'll be making candles or doing labels and it'll just pop in my mind. But I also don't think we're going to learn anything new tomorrow. I think it's going to be the same shit. That's what I was saying. Why did he take Abby's money if he had 20 grand in the bank? But then I thought, man, maybe it's a trust fund. Private plane, yeah, that's what he had money for. Not sure that I would have recorded the fight between Brian and Gabby. Why? Why wouldn't you, Beth? Are you on social media a lot? Because that's what everyone does these days. They record. Maybe no access? Maybe. I won't rule that out. I can rule out that he took a private plane home, because I doubt that. Trying to figure out, Brian, that's what we're trying to figure out. I know the story about who leaves their fiance alone across the country. I agree with that. Why would he have to save on storage fee? That's the question of the night. Why would you save on storage fees if you have 20 grand sitting in a bank? I mean, not that 20 grand gets you far, but at 23 years old, 20 grand is enough to put a deposit on a house. No, what I'm saying is I don't know where he was. The lawyer and Cassie says he came home, but there has never been proof that he came home. Nobody's ever been able to prove that he came home. Well, if he didn't come home, where did he go? Nobody knows. She said she couldn't get cell service. It would have been cheaper to pay the storage. Storage in Florida is not expensive. Pay at least $500 for a round trip. Take it more than that. From Wyoming to Florida, probably at a last minute, no less. I don't know. Maybe an alibi. That's what people think. So if you're coming in late, what I was saying is that you can't deny the coincidence. And at first I was like, no, there's no way he killed her. Not a chance in hell that he killed her. But then the more that I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? Maybe he did. Like, the time frame is just so bizarre. Flew out of Salt Lake. Salt Lake is a Delta hub. Is it an expensive flight? How did he get to Salt Lake? Look at what monthly storage cost. I did. It was only, monthly storage was like, for the biggest one you can get that was heated and air conditioned, it was, I think, like $150 a month, $160 a month. It wasn't expensive at all. And we know he had a gun. But I go back to, Brian doesn't look like a creepy guy. When you have to, if I'm describing somebody, granted I'm not a lesbian, but if I'm describing a guy like a creepy guy, he's got a long, gross beard, he's disgusting, he's greasy, he's looking at me all weird. Like, I just don't see Brian as a creepy looking guy from a female perspective, especially because he's so young. He wasn't like, 7 feet tall where he was intimidating looking. They say he was like 5'8" or something. I think it was 5'8". So to me, that's not creepy. No, they said looking creepy, that there's a creepy looking guy. That's why I don't see Brian as creepy like that. And you only know he's awkward if you talk to him. It is late for me, honey. I need to go get some sleep. I think she was being extremely frugal and he wasn't. That's possible. I won't rule that out. That's definitely possible. Maybe they were all killed. See, that's another theory, Mar. I was thinking about that too the other night. That is it possible that somebody killed all three of them? And I mean, I believe he took his own life. Maybe they meant creepy as he followed us. Maybe. If he hadn't showed for a few days and had his good on, I could see him being creepy. Especially if he was kind of lurking around. But where was Gabby? I don't know. I mean, and the sad part is we may never know. Hey, Rainey, we just may never know. But I personally think that they knew who killed him. I don't know why I think that. I just do. I really do. I think they knew who killed them. Because they knew enough to call and let friends know that if they don't hear from them, something happened. You never know about another whole party being the murder. I agree. But I don't think they would have followed him back to Florida. The Notebook will tell us all, hopefully. There might not be anything in the Notebook. Why would he kill himself and not talk to police? Because he knew he was done? I mean, what kind of fiance? if you're innocent, and this goes back to the whole, why would he do this? If he's innocent, then why would you leave her? Why wouldn't you call the police on the spot and say, oh my God, I just found my wife, or my fiance? We don't know what was going through his head, but if you look at the video of Kim and Cassie basically saying goodbye to everybody, that wasn't normal either. That was whacked out there. What about the wedding party who had a view to campsite girls around? I did not know that. If he did leave her in SLC, you would think he'd be on the phone with someone about Moab. True. Maybe he was scruffy along with state of mind after Moab made his actions creepy to them. Possible. As I've said before, I won't rule out possible, but probably not probable. Gabby's in a hotel in Salt Lake when Brian went to Florida because Gabby's father sent food to Gabby. Brian is cheap, in my opinion, as to why he still had 20 grand. He may not have had access to the 20 grand. Hey, German lady, he may not have had access to the 20 grand. That's what I was saying before. I want to see, that's what I'm saying, Terry. I want to see some surveillance. I want to see just a plane ticket. I'll be happy seeing a damn plane ticket that says Brian Laundrie flew home. There's no plane ticket that he flew home. And it's one of these, well, where did he go? Wedding party was not questionable. Allegedly, it was super fucked up. So I don't think I heard that, though, that they could see the campsite. I don't know. I kind of think maybe I heard that once. Over 100 guests were there for 3 days. So it's very possible it was one of them. What was his mindset driving back with the van? Don't know. And unfortunately, we'll never know. Maybe he left to go get a gun. That's possible. That's a good point. But I don't think he would have been able to get through the plane. He wasn't a cop or anything. He couldn't justify having a gun on a plane. And they wouldn't just let him bring it on a plane. And it would have been, well, I don't know. That's a good thought, though. I didn't think of that. I do. The more I thought about it, Ann, I realized the 20K may have been in a trust fund. Not in Utah. There's a waiting period. No, Susie. But whoever said that about the gun, think about it. If he flew home to get a gun, because maybe they were scared or they were getting nervous or something, could he have gotten back? Could he have sent a gun through a baggage claim? I was thinking that too. I think you can. There's just too many coincidences. There is, though. He wouldn't be able to send it through baggage claim? Because I believe you can, though. But that's an excellent thought, though. Using Gabby's money, that could have caused some issues. Not if he was supposed to get it, let's say, at 25. They check guns under the plane. Maybe that's what they did. You have to have permits to check a gun. Well, we don't know if he had a permit or not. Do we know if he had a gun permit? But that, if you think about it, though, that would be a good reason for him to go home and not, and pay that expense for the flight, is to get a gun. And maybe it was registered to him. I don't know if there's any way to check that. That's interesting. I never even thought of that. I usually think of things like that. So good job, whoever thought of that. I don't think anyone ever checked if there was a gun registered to him or not. I really don't. Cops would check that out through the airlines, wouldn't they? Maybe. As long as he checked it, you can have a gun. You don't have to have it registered. The ammo has to be separate location, though. But he didn't. Not saying he did. Maybe Gabby pointed the gun at him. I think he had a gun in storage. If he did go back to SLC, he'd want that out. Stashed at Cassie's because he saw her before, and right when he got back, basically premeditated murder-suicide. That's possible too. I'm just saying, if he took ammo, those are the laws. But I mean, that's a solid, logical reason, and very possible, of why he flew back to Florida and spent all that money. That's a good possibility. That's what I've been saying from day one. There's no proof of the flight. Hey, Tinker. She might have been running out of money. Maybe his parents were controlling and didn't want him to use his $20K. Possible. There is no proof of travel other than his lawyer saying it. And the other thing I didn't understand either is she wanted her dad to send food. But that had to be a money thing, because you can order online. You can order a pizza online. She didn't need her dad to send it. You don't have to call, especially in Salt Lake City. Needs to look in Florida laws. See if a gun to be checked in cargo. Usually it has to be sent to a gun shop or police station. I could look it up real quick.
Cross-country trip.
It's a YouTube video. I'll get hit. Hold on, I'm going to show you guys these pictures. It won't let me make it bigger, though. Hold on. Haley Kloss of Northport and Taylor of Inglewood attended the vigil. September 25th, most of the evening was spent in silence. Tampa drove down to Northport to visit the memorial site. You think Molly and them will be on here? Young girls, digits with a couple of candles during the vigil. See, people don't believe me that butterflies represent the dead. That's it. They do. Many people believe they come back as a butterfly. That's what I tell people. I know my dad came back to me as a butterfly once, and everyone thought I was crazy. And someone told me, no, butterflies represent death, someone that you loved. I said, I knew it. That day, was on the news because she was there. No, this was in Florida. All right. All right. It is legal to carry a firearm open or concealed in an airport, to the airline ticket counters, baggage claim, and other non-secure areas. The law states a secure area may not include an area normally accessible. You must be at least 18 years old to transport firearms, ammunition, or NFA firearms. Transporting firearms and ammunition while flying is not as difficult as many people make it sound. Yes, you must follow strict requirements of TSA. All follow all state and regular laws, but we have done the work for you. So yeah, you can fly. So who'd you say it was? Delta? Yeah, you can fly with a gun. Thanks, Terry. I'm glad to have you. I did have to have it in a gun kit. Yeah, but you can do it if you're just, if you put it in a baggage area. Maybe that's what they went to do. And they're afraid to tell them or something? I don't know. So much for butterflies at weddings. Oh. It's 54 here tonight, which is way better than what it's been. Does anyone have wise hand security cameras? My neighbors are continually breaking into my home when I'm not there and I need to bust them. Well, that's not good. Get a ring bell. Thank you, Al. Can I have your info for candles? Do you have a... Yes, I have a website. Hold on. And again, I have to fix it as soon as I get all these Christmas orders out. I'm taking a couple of days off and I'm going to fix the website. But to see all the candles, to purchase all the candles, you have to go to shop. I'll show you what I mean. Let me just block this for a second. All right. For some reason, like this is on my Instagram. This will just show you what it is. Then you load more. But for some reason, the shop page... Oh, this is messed up again. For some reason, the shop page will not scroll. It only gives me 4. So you just got to go back up to shop. And then it shows you everything. I had to update these. I haven't updated them. I don't know why Molly's on there twice. Yeah, there's a couple things that are messed up with it. That's Tiffany's. I definitely have to update them. These are like from 7 months ago. Oh. But and I'm starting this the beginning of the year, candles of the month. But if you want an updated view of candles, is my Instagram page. Because every time I make a candle that's not a duplicate, I take a picture of it. But this isn't updated because I had other candles that I took pictures of after Tiffany's. I don't know what's going on. So there's that. It's 23. Ouch. That's too cold. Definitely too cold. I'm in the process of hooking them up. Just curious. Oh. I have cameras, but they suck. There you go. You have heterochromia. What? What is heterochromia writing? Set up neighbors with tips from Home Alone movie. Can you imagine? What the hell is heterochromia tritum? I don't know what that is. It doesn't sound good, though. That can't be good. No. Honestly, I lost one of my contacts. Is really what it came down to. I'm waiting on my new contacts. You see the video I did before? I was close up, and I looked like I had a glass eye. It was pretty bad. But yeah, no, it's contacts. 18, not 28. That's cold. But you're in Canada. Negative 18. Yeah, no, it's just contacts. They're the only two contacts that I had left. The ring is good. The way my house is set up, the ring is pointless. I thought you were like Bowie. No. So I'm going to save the summer stuff for tomorrow because I'm getting really tired. It's already almost 2:30. And I got nothing accomplished today except this video I was working on. 20 inches of snow. Oh, hell no. Hell to the no on that. You would never see me live somewhere with 20 inches of snow. It's 54 here. It's actually pretty warm. It feels good. It's not like freezing. It was fucking freezing here. Negative 28. I couldn't even imagine living somewhere where it's negative 28. You can't even leave your house. That's like way too cold. So yeah, so I'm going to go to bed. I will see all you beautiful people tomorrow. But I'm going to finish up with the Summer Wells stuff because I just think it's getting out of control. I think the drama's out of control. I think it's all out of control. And it's too much. Everybody's losing sight of this little girl and looking everywhere else and worrying about everything else. And, you know, it's just not going to fare well. It's going to keep getting lost, and it's going to keep going over the top. I guess sometimes people don't get notifications for emotion alert. Negative 47? Oh, hell no. You wouldn't catch... No. You wouldn't catch me dead in there. That's even too cold if you're dead. It says FI law does not require a gun to be registered. It says you can fly as long as they're in... Yep, that's what I got before. Negative 47. Not 47. Negative 47. That is insane. Insane. You're welcome, Carla. How do you even leave? Is Grannis reporting trespassing because they're getting too close to where they know Summer is? I don't think they know where Summer is. Nobody really knows where Summer is. But they're focusing on doing something and making a stink rather than just letting Ellie handle it. There's Molly, Andra, and JLR. Yeah. Well, don't forget Olivia. She's part of that crew too. There's a lot of things I just don't agree with, but that's personal opinion. I mean, nobody has to agree with me. Laura, I think they'll ever figure out where Summer is. I don't think so. When you say they'll, you mean like Ellie? I don't think so. I think Summer's somewhere hidden. I mean, they never found Rose. How are they going to find Summer? You know what I mean? School's even shut down. Yeah, I believe it's shit. School's here shut down if it's 40. They're like, oh, we have late start. It's too cold. Phoenix's ACTs were canceled Saturday because it was raining. I mean, literally, it was just raining. Thank you, Rad. It's crazy. So I also want to make an announcement. I have not even been to Patreon. I'm going to check in to actual Patreon site. I am moving till my monetization comes back. I will be moving all of my drama streams to Patreon only until I get my channels back monetized. This is my only channel left that's monetized. So I'm moving any kind of drama stream or anything to Patreon or Twitch. I will also do stuff on Twitch because people want free stuff. So I will also do it on there, but majority of my talking drama shit streams will be private. And I apologize to that, but I do have a $1 slot, and I hate to make people pay, but I'm not losing another channel. So I got to be careful, very careful at what I use my channels for, and because obviously I'm being targeted. So that's that. Then we need drama to find Summer. I know, right? I think Dancing in the Rain video is the key place. Why do you say that? I didn't get suspended. I lost monetization on 2 channels due to reused content, which is bullshit. I mean, it's not bullshit, but it is bullshit. But it's just not worth it. So I moved it to Patreon. I'm moving it to Patreon. But some people love drama, some people hate the drama. But I got to give my opinion. So on that note, it is 2:30. I'm off to bed. I got to be up early tomorrow. But I'll see all you beautiful people tomorrow. And you can join Patreon. You can subscribe. You can like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. I'd love for you to analyze that video. So many things go. Which video? Susie, which video? Oh, the Dancing in the Rain video. I'll take a look at it. All right.